So I had a few minutes and I thought I would explain all the tools required to build a cafe racer, since there's been some questions on that, on what they are and how you get them. And it's all pretty basic stuff. I mean, you need a pair of scissors to cut stuff, and hammer is great because you can beat on stuff with this end, helps you remove things or seat things in, and then you can pry stuff out with this end. This is a American crescent wrench. If you look right there, there's a scale that goes from 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches, and when you turn this adjuster, it'll actually show you the size nut. So that's an American style one. I've got some big tin snips to cut the metal. So we do a lot of fabricating with specialty metals, and you need to be able to cut that. Another crescent wrench, but this one's metric. If you can read right here, this is China standard, and everybody knows they're metric over there, but in a pinch this might work in place of a standard. Phillips screwdriver, so a lot of things on bikes are Phillips. Drill, so a lot of holes, a lot of modifications are to be done with this. This is really good for small holes and to drill pilot holes. And then I've got a big drill for all the big stuff. This brush has been very handy. It not only makes a great sanding block when you tape sandpaper to it, this side actually is really good at removing rust, carving foam, stuff like that, so that's cool. Sanding block, pretty basic. Trusty hacksaw, a lot of modifications with cafe racers, so you have to have a hacksaw. Standard blade screwdriver. It also works as a chisel, and a little pry bar. That's always handy. Colt 45. Just leave it in the toolbox just because. It's rusted shut. I don't know why I keep it. Big crowbar, in case the little hammer doesn't work. Paintbrush. We haven't painted yet, but this is also good to apply resins and things like that. Regular pliers. They also become large pliers with this little notch thing, so those are very cool, and they work on standard or metric. These are very important. Blue zip ties and green zip ties are best. I've got a bunch of green ones. They stay flexible, and I think it might be something to do with UV protection or something, but they last a lot longer than black ones and clear ones. So you need some of those bad boys. More pencils. Swiss Army knife. It's actually a knockoff, but it's got all the important tools, including the corkscrew and the bottle opener. Cell phone, in case you cut yourself and need to call for help, or you get stuck under the bike if it falls on you. So that's always good. Standard crescent wrench. Now if you look at this, it says vice grip original. Those are standard. Okay, use those on inches and inch fractions. Vice grip originals, as opposed to the ones that just say vice grip. Now those are more universal. They don't say original. They can be used on metric. In a pinch, these will also work on standard. There's also little versions of metric and standard. Wire. So we're going to eventually get into some wiring, and then sometimes you just need to use it to tie stuff, and we have some string also. Same with rubber band, just use it to hold stuff. More drill bits. A pen. I think I got this from my doctor. I think I'm on that medication, I'm not sure. And a tape measure. It's important to be able to measure both standard and metric, so you got to have one of those. And I think that's about it. I mean, there's some miscellaneous bolts and screws and things. You know, like this is a good Allen wrench. Some spare bolts. But as you can see, it takes quite a bit of tools to build a cafe racer, but not like thousands of dollars worth. I mean, you don't need fancy machine tools and all that stuff. Where to get it? Garage sales, Walmart, and if you dig through your garage, the previous owner may have left something there. I'm sure I've lost a lot of things in my garage, so when I die, there'll be a lot of cool stuff here. Okay, that's it. And thanks for looking at our tool time, and I'll talk to you soon.